podcast. I'm just so proud of you, man. Love you. You came far. Can't wait to see where this.
What's the deal? It's your boy Big O from the Pen to the G.Y.M, brought to you by RSGN Channel and Status Network. I think I got a pretty good show for you guys today that a few of you guys will be able to relate to. I know I most definitely was able to relate to my guest today because we have a lot of the same things in common, even though we come from two different journeys and two different paths from our youth days. We're on the same kind of path now, as grown men. And this show is really special to me because it's actually my first sponsor. So with that, I really felt some kind of way about bringing this to you guys today. I kind of got a soft spot right now. My sons, they shout outs kind of touch me, man. I can't even lie. You know what I mean? They touch me. Thank you, sons. I love y'all, man. That was great. You know what I mean? Let me get back to it. He is the boss and the CEO of Street Capital Records and also of VOLOD's clothing line. Now, VOLOD stands for Victory of Life Over Death. Now, that right there alone caught me because I've been through some things in my life that had me on my deathbed. And so when I saw that, Victory over Life over Death, I was like, wow. How amazing is that the things that I've been through, his clothing line actually represents. You know what I mean? So that right there kind of gave me a bind to really want to deal with him. And then by him jumping out there and wanting to be my first sponsor, hey, that's nothing but respect, gratitude, and appreciation. I really appreciate that. So, we'll get into more things about, my guest today and more about the Pen to the G.Y.M and myself. We'll have call-ins, things like that. So if you guys want to call in, be sure to get us at 470-659-5974. We'll answer what you're saying. You know what I mean? We'll get real with you and whatnot. We're going to take a real short break, and we'll be back from the Pen to the G.Y.M with Big O.
What's up, it's CEO Jed checking in.
Welcome back from the Pen to the G.Y.M with Big O. Like I said before, I think I got something special for you guys today. So I'm about to get into it and introduce to you the CEO, Jed of Street Capital Records and VOLOD's fashion clothing line. What's up, man? It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay. All the way from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Smashing and mashing down 85. All the way, man. That's a pleasure.
2 hours and 57 minutes, but we made it.
Boy, and you was punching. That I know. So, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about, Street Capital Records, and then we'll get into VOLOD.
Street Capital Records, it's an entertainment company, started in 2017.
Okay.
Right now we got like 3 artists on the label.
Okay.
We done had some of the biggest records from South Carolina. 3, 4 of the top records that came out of South Carolina. We've been a part of. And we just grinding, man, working, to take one of the artists national so we could be,
Okay, you say three or four artists, and you have some of the biggest hits out of South Carolina. I can dig that. And what might some of these titles be so some of these people can get on YouTube and or whatever, and maybe check out some of these songs. You know what I mean? 'Cause I know I want to check them out. You know.
So right now, the song we pushing hard right now at this moment.
Okay.
It's for Oz God. It's called Blessing and Curses.
Blessing and curses.
It's real deep. You know what I'm saying? Pain.
Okay.
A lot. Everybody can relate to it. Ain't just no club song. It ain't just no song that make you want to cry. It's more of a it touch you, but it's real at the same time. It's kind of like a celebration.
Okay.
Kind of like a celebration of life, really, to me.
Right.
When I feel it, when I hear it. Then we have, we got MBT WAP. We got a record called Cuban Link. It was one of the biggest ones out of Carolina.
Okay.
And Cusco had a record called Another Lick. It was probably one of the biggest records out of South Carolina altogether.
Okay.
But we broke that record and made it a hit. It's still a hit.
Still a hit. Okay. I can dig that. That's what I'm talking about. Songs that's really portraying life itself. You know what I mean? Whether it's a celebration, pain, you know, that's what life brings us. You know what I mean? We most definitely know it's 2 points to this. You know what I mean? And it ain't always peaches and cream.
For real.
That we do know. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I told them, you and I come from some of the same type of background. And when I say that, I mean the street life.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people, you know, portray the street life to be so glamorous and they glorify it in a way, but most of them ain't been on the level I think that you and I been, and still just run out there glorifying it like that. So when did you first start having problems with like law enforcement and this street life thing?
The first time I got in trouble.
Yeah. How far does it go back?
The first time that I really got in trouble, I did good because as a juvenile, I never got in trouble. I had a lot going on, but I didn't never get caught up in nothing. Okay. But a couple of days after I turned 17, I went to jail. I was in the house. Okay. They ran in, kicked in the door. They was looking for somebody else. Right. Dude they was looking for, he was next door. He had just moved in next door, but it was like a cookout. Okay. And they ran in, man. They came through windows and all. Okay. But I was actually in the kitchen. I think I was in the kitchen. But they found crack in the living room. Okay. Drugs. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I had a god brother. Okay. That was real wild in the streets. And he didn't have his parents. My mom helped him out a little bit. And I thought he had a warrant. So I took charge because I was like, they can't lock everybody up. Kill and ain't gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And police took me in the back room. I was playing ball in high school then. Police took me in the back room like, I know that ain't yours and all kind of other stuff. Right. You going to jail for these dumb. Like, they were saying crazy stuff. Right. You know, right. Went on. Then when I got out the door, my sister was standing out there cussing like crazy. Like, y'all motherfuckers. I ain't cuss y'all. But it was crazy though. But it was the first time I got in trouble right after I turned 17. Like, it probably was a few days. And then ever since then, it's like when I got on, I got PTI for that. Okay. And then right after that, I was either in prison, house arrest, probation, parole, up until 2017. And that was in 98, 99, might have been 2000. One of them years, I don't even know what year it was. Yeah. But it was back then. An ongoing cycle. Yeah, for a long time. Yeah. I most definitely can relate to that. You know, it just seems like no matter how well you do, and when you in that lifestyle, no matter how well you do on our level as far as how we consider success, no matter how much money you get, how much nice stuff you say you're getting, you always seem to return back to that vacation place that really ain't a vacation place. I'm trying to tell you. And it seems like you get out, and then when you go back, I don't care if it's 2 years, 3 years, it seems like it was just yesterday you walked out. That's right. It seems like you've been in the back of the car like, man, good car. I just got out. Okay. But life lets you know when you get out how much you missed. Yeah. You be so far behind that it's sad. It really is. Like, I came out and saw a cell phone that you could touch and do stuff, and I was amazed. I swore I was on Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I thought I was on Star Trek, you know? And that's sad. You know what I mean? In all reality, that's sad.
And that's how much life we're losing as black men. And then, of course, the same two boys that gave me my shout out, I missed most of their life from being where I was at in the feds. You know what I mean? So I most definitely don't condone that no more.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. I don't get it when they glorify and think it's cool, or think they get strikes or badge of honor because they done went and did some time, or they still doing dumb. I be looking at them like, I be trying to like, because I got 3 daughters.
Okay.
So, and what I don't want them to do is feel like none of that cool. Like, the guys who doing it, the guys like, I don't care how much money they got, man, it don't make sense. You know?
It don't, because we both know you can have all that money on Monday and the feds catch you on Thursday, but you can believe by Saturday that money gone. You ain't got it no more, so it was worth nothing.
And the people who made you feel like you was somebody,
forget about it.
9 out of 10 of them, you ain't got them no more either.
Yeah. So, yeah. They ain't gonna take care of you when you're in there, but they gonna pop the bottles when you're out. Yeah. You know, they won't write you while you're in there, but they'll help you write checks to go and help you spend that money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the crazy thing. So yeah. What was the tipping point that you decided you wanted to leave that behind?
I had a couple different phases that played a part in it. I seen a lot of stuff that made me should have stopped, and then I think I was going through something mentally to where I wanted to leave it alone, because I always tried businesses. I always tried to do stuff to be different, but I kept going back to it because it was like, growing up is all I knew, because I had times where I didn't have a mom and a dad.
Okay.
And I had times where, like, all my life, my dad good dude, but he wasn't there.
Right.
Growing up. So I kind of felt like I had to do it to survive, because, like, even when I was trying to get jobs growing up, it wasn't working out for me. Then I used to put on, like, man, I want to give me a job, saying stuff like that. But
the
of
famous
course,
the man.
Yeah.
The
But
man.
of course, a lot of it had a lot to do with me.
Right.
How I presented myself, how I went in there, and how bad that I really wanted.
Right.
But me being an entrepreneur, I think God made it that way for a reason, because if I would have went and got a job and a plan or something, I'd probably still be there. You feel me? I probably wouldn't have never, back then, I probably wouldn't have never became who I was, went through the struggles I went through to build the strength that I got.
Right.
So I remember when I was in prison, and I think I had told, I don't know that I tell you, but I think 2009 I was in prison. That was my last bit. I had 42 months. And I used to always read hood novels.
Okay.
And I read, she sent me a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, and when I read the book, when I read the book, I was still making moves in prison. I was still doing little stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it gave me a different outlook from the business side of me, I think.
Correct.
So I stopped reading hood novels. Like, I ain't never, since I read that book, I ain't read another hood novel. And I used to read I felt like it was like watching a movie in prison if you read the hood novel.
Full of them, yeah. Been full of them.
So when I read that book, then I got out, and I got set up after that. Got in trouble again after that now.
Yeah. We're going to get into that one later on in the show, because they got to hear that one.
But I finally got to the point where I realized, like, if I can get the right business, something that can help bring in an income, then I won't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I won't feel like I need to do it to live the life that I want to live. And then my wife opened up a home care agency in 2018. But we really got first client in 2019, but 2018. And when it started going, then when I realized, like, I can make some real good, legit money that's really better than the street money, because it ain't if we run the business right, this could be a successful business.
Right.
And then I end up, when I ended up doing that, it was like, I really left it alone for real. I was already like winging my way. Like, I have a few people but it was always risky, because you know how it is. You're dealing with people that you really don't want to deal with. You're skeptical.
Right.
People ain't paying money. It was a whole lot behind it, man. But I think once that book played a part, my home care agency babysit, and most of all my kids. Because when I was wanting to leave it alone, my kids was like the reason not to do it, but it also was the reason to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like I just needed something to help me make some decent money. And when I started applying myself to the business for real, like it got me away from it.
Yeah, I most definitely would like to give a shout out during the show. Like you say, Regina Sunshine will put you on some game that'll make you change certain things about your life and decisions, man. So shout out to Regina Sunshine for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? Now, you started the record company before the fashion line, or the fashion line before the record company?
So the fashion line started originally in 2012, but we couldn't find the right logo. So it really was like when we started it, we found a phoenix bird. We knew what the meaning was, but we couldn't. It wasn't right. It was like the designer found it off Google.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, you could Google this. It ain't a real logo.
Right.
But when I started the label, I started dealing with a lot of like real graphic designers. Started dealing with marketing people. I met a lot of more people that could help me fulfill what I want to fulfill with it. And then that's when one of the designers out of Jacksonville, Florida, I told him what I wanted. Like, man, I need the V and I need the bird, but I don't need the bird you can find online.
Right.
That you created. So he went in and made the logo.
Right.
And then we just 2020 we launched it. But it was actually created up here and in the physical before the label, but
I mean, you gotta have a vision first.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And y'all don't know, that's what I got on today. You know what I mean? It's the VOLOD. And, you know, so like I said, it's personal, special to me. I show y'all the V and the bird. You know, live logo. So yeah, I most definitely, like that. You know what I mean? So, what is your vision for VOLOD, the long term?
It used to be, at first, it was like, all right, build a big brand, sell it. At first.
Okay.
But it means so much, like the meaning of it, what it symbolizes in my life and all. So now it's more like, when I get old, when I reach 90, 95, because I got grandfather that old, so I know I'm going to make it that old.
Okay. Black don't crack, as they
I'm
say.
trying to tell you.
We keep going.
So once I reach that age, I can watch my great grands or my grandkids, make it even bigger.
Yeah.
Because like they say, like you build a brand, your kids, build it, make it more. The grandkids make it bigger. Then the great grands, they might go and mess it up. But
hey man, somebody might. Well, let's hope they don't.
But that's the plan for it. Like even like with the record label, I used to like it was my baby because I love entertainment.
Right.
But as far as the music side of it, if we get big and somebody buy it and give us enough money to take care of generations, like I would let it go. But VOLOD, I think we're gonna keep that in the family forever. It might be in the trust that you can't get rid of.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, because like I said, you can do something. When I saw that Letterman, I'm feeling the Letterman. I said, yeah, I like that.
And we still trying to get it together. So I had dropped it this year, but then we came up with some more stuff with some different patches on it. So it's gonna be next year when they drop.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. Yeah, I most definitely got to get in line to get one of them.
I'm on that. We got
I'm
you.
on that Letterman gig.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm most definitely on that Letterman
Yeah, we
gig.
gonna take care of you.
So, what are some of the things that you would tell somebody in your own circle, from your experiences, that you've learned that you feel are like a gem, like a real good,
Something to live by.
yeah, something that you felt like, hey, you know what? I wouldn't give this to anybody but somebody I love. You know what I mean? That I know would do something with it. Something that helped you. Like for me, I got shot. I hit 14 times. I got hit a lot. And me being told I was never going to be able to walk again was my motivation to get back and start working out and doing all that stuff. And, so personal training and fitness became like my passion, my motivation. And I got really big into that. You know what I'm saying? And so I've always told somebody that, you know, the first thing that you can get healthy is your mind. If you don't get your mind healthy, the rest is irrelevant. And so that's something I'm still learning every day myself. So even though I tell people that, you know what I mean, I tell them that because that's something that I'm still living by myself. So that's why I'm asking you, because you actually have some success, you know, and, you know, I know some brothers out there probably like, man, you know, I live the same kind of life, but I can't reach what he reached. You know what I mean? What would you kind of give to
Yeah, I
them?
mean, it's a free things, man, cause like, I listen to Eric Thomas, like, every day, pretty much. I might skip a day here and there, but for the most part, when I get in the shower, I have to listen to it. Sometimes I listen to the same one. I would tell them, like, be careful what you put in, you know what I'm saying, because that will go come out. Like, believe in God, you know what I'm saying? And karma come good and bad. So, like, when you do good, it's gonna come back.
That's right.
Like, some people think it's just karma, just bad.
It's
karma.
bad.
But when you do right by people, whether it's, you know, and where people can see it or people can't, you know, like, sometimes you might do something for somebody and nobody in the world know, you know what I'm saying? But karma come back. So, like,
That's right.
do good by people, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, some people try to just strictly keep that as and say it's a blessing, but like you say, karma ain't always bad. You do right by people, karma will be your friend.
Yeah, more definitely.
All right, well, we're going to get back to this in a little bit. We're going to take a quick break. So from the pen to the gym will be Big O. We'll be right back.
Clothing owner, man. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Big O, from the Pen to the G.Y.M. Shout out on your new show, bro. We're going to turn up, man. Look forward to the partnership. Let's keep this thing going. 20, 25 hour year. Let's do it. Salute.
Save your tears, baby.
Damn risky, crazy.
We came from poverty. Mama worked 2 jobs just so I could eat. They ain't wanna see us struggle, so I resorted to robbery. Hard time, dad don't wanna around but say he proud of me. My cousins like my brothers, if you play with them, you play with me. Took a bullet to the back, I'm never gonna forget that. Walk down, draw down, whatever I'm with. That's on everything.
Let me talk. Hey, grab the real of just a tenant. I got this whip for moving pigeons.
This is Jay Sean, the best looking son, obviously. Nah, I'm playing. I just want to give a quick shout out to my pops from the Pen to the G.Y.M. I'm proud of you, man. I'm ready to see what the rest of this year has in store for you. I know you're going to do big things. Let's work.
Hey, shout out my pop, man, Big O. Super proud of you. It's your son, VOLOD, man, coming from Dallas. Hopefully one day I can be on there with you, man, chopping it up with you. I know 2025 got big things in store for you, and I can't wait to see what you do with the podcast. I'm just so proud of you, man. Love you. You came so far. Can't wait to see where this goes and where you take it. I know you're going to blow up, man. Love you.
Welcome back. Big O from the Pen to the G.Y.M, CEO Jed. We're going to get back on a couple of things, you know, get into some stories I think y'all would be interested in, man. You know, like I said, there's some things that me and him have some relations in as far as, I guess you could say, bad karma. You know, if you stay in the streets, you're going to get some street results sometimes, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's not from the people that you would expect. You know, sometimes it's from family and friends, which is, you know, it's sad too, because, you know, I'm real big on loyalty. That's one of my big pet peeves, you know what I mean? I need you to be loyal to me like I'll be loyal to you. So in my case, I had a good friend of mine that, you know, I was taking care of him when he was down. He was doing some time, you know, I would give him the money and put money on his books and, you know, whatnot. And like I told you, I was in a different lifestyle. Drugs wasn't part part of my lifestyle. I was a ladies' man, a gentleman of leisure, as we would say. You know what I'm saying? But in most people's words, I was a PI. I was a cross-country pimp. I was very good at it. And I come from that, and I stood on that. I believed in that. I even got it on my arm. PI, which stands for Pimping Internationally. That's all I breathed. So I got a lot of repercussions and bad results from the same thing that I was so successful in. And I don't think a lot of people really speak on that part of questioning what they're going through today as far as from living a good life, a better life, as far as from a felon's aspect. A lot of people don't understand that when you are a felon, it's almost like being tagged with a scarlet letter. And most people who got a background, y'all know what I'm talking about. Go get you a job? No. Want a loan? No. You want to go get an apartment? No. I'm saying everything. No. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting that.
Can you be on the lease?
No. You're going to have to hide. Hey, they coming in, maintenance coming in. I need you to go hide on the deck. You know what I'm saying? It's 20 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? So, it's some things that you deal with even when you have changed your life. And I'm going to be honest. There's times where I have questioned, am I making the right choice trying to straighten myself up? And that's just being realistic. I have to be talked down sometimes off of the ledge because it's so easy for me to go out there and get bands, racks, whatever they want to call them nowadays, money on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to have plenty of it if I go do what I do. But there's also the flip side. They said 30 years off top. I do this.
I'm going to tell you, man, I got a
Sit right on back.
I got a partner I talk to every day. His name Terry, we call him Roller Coaster.
Okay.
And he did a lot of time. We real close, like we talk all the time. And he always tell me, like, when he get that thought or anything crazy, thing like that, he go in his bathroom and shut the door and ask himself, do he want to live like this for years? Because that's how big
it is. I already knew where you were going.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to be. And I think about it every time I think about something crazy. And from me to you, from brother to brother, anytime it get like that, bro, go in the bathroom, look around, go in the refrigerator, just get a regular sandwich. It ain't got to be no fancy sandwich. In prison, we can't do that. You know how it go. Like, they telling you everything to do. And even if you get at a prison that got a little leniency, it still ain't like being able to just
go home.
Hug your kids when you want to. Like,
yeah.
It's just so much it don't.
They don't even out.
It
don't add up. It's not equivalent. It don't equal. Whatever term we want to put it in, it doesn't equal out. And that's the thing I had to keep telling myself. I'd rather sit here at home and be upset and in my feelings with $5 in my pocket, and people in my ear telling me, these things too, because I ain't gonna lie, I be fighting back. You know what I mean? Like, man, get that. Man, I'm trying to go get it. You know what I mean? And they say, well, when you do that, you got your 10-year-old son, how you think he gonna feel? Instantly, I start backpedaling. It's things now that I've grown from those bad experiences that have helped me grow as a person to understand that those are more important to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
when I had the money and I went to jail, that money didn't do nothing for me. But it did everything as far as me not being there for my people. And that's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good feeling at all, And so, like I said, I had my friend turn on me and literally track me for the feds. Man, I was telling them everywhere I was. And I kept wondering how they kept popping up. And when they popped up on me in D.C., man, You know, I swore, you know, they had some Chris Angel in them or something. They knew my name, they knew who I was, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then they did another magic trick and said, man, we ain't got enough on you, we gonna let you go. But we gonna get you. And I said, damn, man, it's the same thing that man told me when I came out the coma. We gonna make your life a living hell, and they did. They sent me to the feds for a decade. And I never forgot that, and I never forget some of the things that, you know, while in there, that I was missing with my own children, or even for myself, my own life.
From a friend.
From a friend. But yours is even deeper than that.
Yeah, a family member.
A family member. I need you to tell that story.
You know what's crazy though? With like not even getting even to the story, like I was just talking about bad karma and good karma. So like his karma just came back on him probably, I don't even know if it's been a month. He probably ain't never coming home. You know what I'm saying?
I don't wish that on you.
My karma, like I ain't never really like told a story. I used to try to keep it from like what he did to me, like not tell certain people because like I don't care now. I care less about him. But I loved it, trusted him. Like we was like this. And he had a lot of different little small situations, a lot of little small charges. You know what I'm saying? And I think what really hurt me the most when they came in my house, my old lady got locked up. Well, my wife, she got locked up behind it for something she had nothing to do with, know nothing about it. And then they locked up. Of course, they let her go and all, but she had nothing to do with it. Ain't know nothing going on. And all because of what he got going on, he set me up. And when it was crazy, cause like just going into the story, I don't know if we got enough time, so I ain't gonna go deep in it. But
we got time. Run through it. Run through it.
I had some people coming through from another state.
Okay.
And when they was getting, they usually get soft from it or whatever.
Okay.
They want it hard. Well, he real good in the kitchen.
Okay.
He a chef.
He's a chef.
So he was putting it together for me. You feel me? So he put it together, but when I go to get it from him, he kept saying, I'm on the way, I'm on the way, I'm on the way. I'm sitting in the yard, I fell asleep.
Right.
I wake up to him knocking on the window, boom, boom, boom. Get out the car, go in the house, he put it in a cereal box, a Frosted Flake box.
Okay.
And he never did that before.
So he already doing something out of the norm.
It was already, he was like, keep it in there, cause it's still wet, cause you don't wanna, I'm like, all right, you feel me? Cause I ain't thinking that crazy, you feel me? So it was my daughter's birthday. My birthday was the next day. It was October 30th, mine's 31st. So yeah, it was her birthday. So I go meet my people, and he knew where I was going, and he knew like we liked that. So I told him to meet him at the mall. But what happened was when I put him at the mall, I told them to pull out, and when they pulled out, they just hopped behind me, and at the red light, the passenger, which was my man who hollered at him, he got in and hopped in the car with me. So we did the business around on the road.
Right.
And pulled up to the stove, and he got out the cereal box, boom, boom, but I still had something on me and some money on me.
Right.
So I guess I lost him. I had to lose him. I know I lost him.
Right.
But so Cuz called me. After I had to make the play, he called me like, where you at, Cuz? I told him I'm on Lauren Road, in the turn right here about Cookout. He's like, where they at? Like, so me, I tell him exact pass slip right now, come around the curb by the well before I go back, come on the light. This is exactly how I
You done gave him every detail.
Bro, I get to the light, bro, and as soon as I bust the left, like I said at the light, boom. As soon as I bust the left, I'm going down the road. I see a detective flying down the road. I'm talking about flying. So I just signal like, get on the road.
Right.
That joke flying, jump right behind me. I'm like, what the world? So I got license. I ain't tripping. I'm like, maybe I turned wrong something. I don't know. I ain't thinking it's no setup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get the money. It was a few bags on the seat. I ain't even think. I done lost them. I done forgot about that. Because I know it's working the car. You feel me? I get to the red light by college. I bust a right. They put the light on me. Like, I got a license. I ain't did nothing wrong. I pull on over at the stove. When I pull over at the stove, I'm not even realizing that another police had came, because I was actually in the hood.
Okay.
The hood area, but I didn't know. Because this is a city that I ain't grow up in.
Okay.
So when he come to the car. The first thing he said, we ain't serious today. Like he ain't, hey, license registration, he said, we ain't serious today. Man, my heart dropped to my feet. I grabbed the cereal bar. I know I looked nervous then. I grabbed the cereal bar. I said, ain't nothing in here. Hey, so I already knew that right there because I knew I felt nervous.
Yeah,
I
you said that.
like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, ain't nothing in here. So he was like, we see license registration and so when he go back to the car, I'm trying to call my wife now. Yeah. We weren't married at the time, but I'm trying to call her. And her phone messed up. She had just had surgery that day. So she not answering the phone. So I'm calling him. My cousin, I'm calling him because I know I'm finna run.
Right.
I need him in the urge.
Right.
He ain't answering the phone. Now there's somebody who never leave his phone around his girl.
Right.
Because he have a lot going on.
Right.
Never ever.
Right.
And nobody answered. So they asking to search the car. I said, it ain't my car. I gave them all kind of lies, whatever. So when they end up coming, they had me wait on the dog, which was illegal. Yes. When my lawyer got it, because they can't make you sit there for a certain amount of time, but they had me sitting, but at the time I ain't know. So when they get me out the car, when the dog finally get there, they set me on the stoop. I got on slides, and they said the dog would go around the car. So I asked the question, like, what did the dog do? Like I said, how did the dog react when he, you know? They said he scratched on the car, whatever. I don't even know what they said. Anyway, he didn't do nothing. Yeah. I'm watching up under the car too on the other side. But they say he did on the other side. So when they went in the car, I already knew then. They went in the car, boom. So I tried to run.
In the flip-flop.
And then he beat me with the taser. Oh, he beat me with the taser, I fell. Then they beat me in handcuffs. Like, that was a good thing for me, though. Yeah. Because on camera, and then like $6,000 took me. It was a lot of flaws in the case that actually just got me house arrest. Well, I could have beat it, but I took the house arrest because I knew I had been, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I knew I was guilty, but I wasn't. Right. You feel me?
Right. You can make them work, but why keep going through?
Yeah, I'm going to do the house arrest. I got a couple businesses. I'm going to be out all day. It'll be all right.
For sure.
So, but then back to my cousin, when I called him, I'm like, man, I'm calling you. We had just hung up the phone. He like, oh, I had to leave my phone at the house, cause on the table. I'm like, I'm still not getting it, though. Right. So I told somebody what happened. And he called me like, Corey, why you tell people? I'm like, what you mean? Like, that was such a, he like, but Corey gonna look like I set you up. And when he said that, it's like, it gonna look like it. Like, this is what happened. So what you want me to do? What you want me to say happened? You want me to make up a story?
Right, to make, make it seem like you good.
And then he went to prison for something out here in Georgia that happened. And I talked to him on the phone. He had just got in. And he was like, he told me a day to get out. And I was like, what about the charges in South Carolina? He was like, I don't know, I ain't got no pending charge. I'm like, because you got gun charges, weed charges, you got all kind of little charges in South Carolina, like 4 or 5 charges. Right. That just disappeared. He don't even know what they happened to him. Yeah. You feel me? He even said it. So I'm like, and then we started getting into it. Now we ain't talked since then. We probably ain't talked since 2015 probably. And then, like I said, he out and he just got jammed up less than a month ago with a lot of shit.
Enough to get hit.
Yeah, for real. Like, so it's like, karma come back. You feel me?
Most definitely.
So it's like, now he in a situation where he probably finna try to get somebody else, but ain't nobody for you to get because you the one. Like, they don't want nobody else. They want let you.
Yeah, you would have fished this time.
Yeah, so now, you got to live with that. I thank God for sparing me. Let him get me for what I got with at the time, the way it happened. It could have went worse. They could have not put their hands on me. I could have not had a case to where I could get house arrest because they was in the wrong for whatever they did.
You had some leverage.
They could have pulled over with the dog in the car. Like, it could have went so many different ways that could have been worse for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because it wasn't my first offense when that happened. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been in trouble before, so I could have got hit. Like, it was so much stuff that played a factor that actually got me still wanting here today in that situation to where I just thank God for it. And then, like, if me and him would still been cool, I'll be back there with him now because when he went up like he went up, you know what I'm saying, the level he reached, we never reached that together. Right. So I'll be right there with him.
Yeah, that time you feel me? Definitely was going to tie you in.
So it was like, it's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? just to still be here, be with my kid, legit business. I don't worry about nothing on when it comes to anything like streetwise like that. So, you know, but just imagine your cousin, you know what I'm saying? Somebody close is like a brother.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's.
Bro, we was
Woo.
8, 9, 10 years old, riding bikes to our great aunt house watching Golden Girls together. You feel me? That's just how it really was. You know what I'm saying? Just
That was my
real.
show right there. That was my show, Old Rose.
My aunt had it, the reason I know that show.
Yeah.
Never watched it with someone
Yeah,
who
my
was
grandma
on.
was the reason I used to watch the Golden Girls. That was my show right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's crazy because, like you say, you know, how life. I tell people life will spank you. You know what I'm saying? If you know you get to acting up and you done did something wrong, and just like how it happened with you, the person who tracked me and all that, he's got 45 years in the Fed now. You know, the game spanked him for what he did.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't wish that on nobody. Don't get it wrong. I don't wish time on nobody.
Exactly. I'm the same
But
way.
sometimes you earn what you earn, though. You know?
And good things happen to good people, bad things happen to bad people,
Correct.
bro. Like sometimes, like we go through stuff in life and we don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But what don't kill you make you stronger.
That's right.
So like sometimes we need to go through stuff to build more strength in us. Like we could be going through a phase that we don't understand, and we could be hurting at that moment, but it ain't killing us. You know what I'm saying? So some stuff be needed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it builds better character.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So,
Most definitely build better character, you know, because you start learning certain things that you've experienced or from being around certain people, and it, you know, turns you into a better individual. So your character most definitely improves, you know,
Yeah.
even from pain sometimes, you know. So
and that's one thing in prison, bro. I always was around older fellas. Like I learned when I went in, like my first time I ever did a bit, I had 6 years. I did. I stayed in a law library, and you know nothing about no law library. Half time I was in there not even know what I was reading. I'm reading. They said, "Look for a case similar to yours."
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was like, I'm gonna do something to try to better something.
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm talking to I learned how to play chess, and I'm like, chess is a thinking game. So I want to know how to play fast. I need to know how to think fast.
Hey, I ain't trying to be
So-
crazy, y'all, but he said chess. I live by that motto. Chess over checkers.
I'm trying to say it.
Yeah, that's my motto.
right.
Chess over checkers, man.
Yeah, it's a good thinking game. You know,
It's the game of
keeps you
life.
sharp, yeah.
It really is the game of life. You know what I mean? Because just like in life, you have to think ahead. You can't just move off the seat of your pants and go in and take this over here. You know, that game might be completely over with.
Yeah.
It look good.
Yeah.
You
You just
turn
turn
out
yourself
too
up
good.
for a checkmate real easy.
Real quick. Real quick. So, you know, I actually am a very big fan of chess. So, you know, there's something else we got in common, man. You know, hey, man, you know, players do player things.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man, you know, I'm really intrigued though with the things that you have done coming from the background that you come from and starting the business and actually having some success. I think that's important that a lot of young black men that come from our environments see that, and that's why I always try to bring, you know, people of your stature on this show that have come from these backgrounds that we come from, but have taken that same pain and turned it into success. You know what I'm saying? By telling your story. Because a lot of people's stories get hid because, once again, they're a felon. And most people don't even give you the chance to really speak and express yourself because of this. You know, it's very judgmental, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, most people who say they wanted to keep it 100 don't keep it 100, they give you 25. So, you know, my saying is the truth isn't popular, you know, and that's sometimes what I think is they don't want to hear our truths. You know, this world that we actually live in that ain't really just so free, at least not for people of our color.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't so free for us. You know, we pay a lot of prices, and our ancestors paid a lot of prices for us. And so that's one thing, you know, speaking on, like how you say you want to pass something down, that's one thing I want to give to, you know, our youth is that, man, you got a chance no matter what you do. One, you are this color, which means you are resilient. There is no giving up. You know what I'm saying? I want to give up plenty of times when I go through these issues that I got with my kidney. You know what I mean? Because I'm in kidney failure, which is another reason I wanted to, do things from the pen to the gym, because I wanted people to understand, even if you have these ailments and these illnesses, that ain't no reason to lay down. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta keep going. Every day I am in pain. Every day. But I keep going. Because I know it's people that, if they see me in pain, they're gonna feel the pain. And if they feel the pain, they just as sick as me. And they might not have nobody to lean on like I can lean on them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they give me that strength to kind of keep going and stand up. You know what I mean? So, that's most definitely something that I've learned over the time of these 51 years that I've been living, is that growth is very important. You know what I'm saying? Growth is important, and the people that you're around can help you grow. And just by being around you in a short amount of time, you have showed me certain things that I'm gonna try to implement that in my program. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do certain things a certain kind of way. So, I most definitely appreciate that. I'm about to go to break real quick though, and we'll be back. So, from the pen to the gym with Big O, we'll be back.
Awesome.
Save your tears, baby.
Damn, Riz, you crazy.
We came from poverty. Mama worked 2 jobs just so I could eat. They ain't wanna see us struggle, so I resorted to robbery. Hard time, Dad went around and say he proud of me. My cousins like my brothers, if you play with them, you play with me. Took a bullet to the back, I'm never gonna forget that. Walk down, draw down, whatever I'm with. Yeah, that's on everything.
Let me talk.
Talk to him.
Hey, grab the rental, just a tenant. I got this whip for moving pigeons.
Yo, what's up? It's CEO Jed checking in. VOLOD clothing owner, man. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Big O, from the Pen to the G.Y.M. Shout out on your new show, bro. We're going to turn up, man. Look forward to the partnership. Let's keep this thing going. 20-25 hour year. Let's do it. Salute.
Pueblo Hellboy, Waterbury, Connecticut. Shout out to Big O, Ozilla. Whoa, what's poppin'? Whoa.
Yo, from the Pen to the G.Y.M, man. What's bracket? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Pain Escobar, the biggest gorilla. Hey, look, man, I just want to get a big shout out to my boy Big O, man, for letting me be a part of what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? Much love, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. And sooner or later, I will be out there, man, to join you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Man, much love, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. For the biggest gorilla.
Was shaking. Pueblo Scully from Connecticut. East Coast 5 Deuce 8 Pueblo Bishop Bloods. Want to give a shout out to Big O, the living legend. We love you. See what you're doing. Keep it up.
Congratulations, Big O, on your show From the Pen to the Gym. I'm looking forward to the show tomorrow. Again, congratulations. I'm so excited to be in the house.
Hello, I'm Regina Sunshine Robinson, the owner of Regina Sunshine Global Network and the RSGN channel at Status Network. And we are so excited for the launch of our very first show, From the Pen to the Gym with Big O. You know, I met Big O back in 2024 and we had an immediate connection. And I told him then we would do great things together. Well, as I've always told you, 1 + 1 is not 2, it's 11. It's exponential when you have the right partnership, and you plus me is a winning team. I've told you before, greatness is your portion, and it's not over till you win. You know what? You always win.
Save your tears, baby.
Damn risk, you crazy.
We came from poverty. Mama worked 2 jobs just so I could eat. They ain't wanna see us struggle, so I resorted to robbery. Hard time, daddy went around and say he proud of me. My cousins like my brothers, if you play with them, you play with me. Took a bullet to the back, I'm never gonna forget that. Walk down, draw down, whatever I'm with. Yeah, that's on everything.
Welcome back from the Pen to the G.Y.M. Hey man, that was a good session right there in topics where we was talking about, man. I kind of wanted to get back to that, you know what I mean? Because I really felt like we was hitting on some things, man, that were positive. Because I'm working with some other people out there. Some of them are artists. Some of them have nonprofit programs, and all of them are former convicts. And I say convicts, I don't deal with inmates, and I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm saying. And a lot of people out here who are watching, who have come from that life, understand what I'm saying. But I'll explain it to you guys anyway. They say convicts and inmates because convicts aren't the people who are in there running their mouth. They're the people who are in there trying to really rehabilitate themselves, where the inmates are more concerned about BET, dominoes, and phone calls. So I never been one of them people. So in that world, I was a convict. And I tend to deal with people who came from that convict past because I know they're more serious about what they're trying to do out here. And I say that because on this show, we like to talk about the wins and the victories as well as the losses and failures that we went through. What are some of your wins and victories that you are proud of that you'd like to, share?
I think my daughters, man, they ain't where they gonna be at right now. But like I got one, Aaliyah. She do have, man, like her talent is like my pride and joy. I don't tell her we be beefing all the time. We go back and forth because I'm trying to get her to like I want her to be like one of the best.
Yeah.
And she there and she know it. But she got a lot of more work to do. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm proud to see where she at, but I can't really just tell her how proud I am because I don't want her to get complacent. You know what I'm saying? I need her to, I want her to keep going so she don't understand it sometimes. Right. But like that. And then my daughter Justice, like my oldest daughter, like, man, she got the sweetest heart in the world, bro. I promise you, like, and to know that I raised that, you feel me? To know that I put that together. Sometimes it's like she too nice, you know what I'm saying? It be making me mad because I be like, you gotta have some dog in you too nice.
Mm-hmm. That's my youngest son, Amar. The gentle giant is what I call him.
That's how she is. The gentle giant, man.
The gentle giant.
But and then Gigi, like, you know what I'm saying? She just different, man. She probably gonna live with us forever. Yeah. And help us. She's smart, but I feel like she gonna always be with us.
Yeah.
And then we got little brand. So my kids, like, really, like, for success, bro, like, the businesses we have, I don't call it, I don't look at them like they successful just yet because the goals are so big. But my kids, like, they who I do it for, and I feel like they do it for me. Like, I see them, like, try to be better because they know I'll be wanting to do better, even though they still be making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But I know they be trying.
Right.
So it's like, as long as we can keep on battling at that, like, I'm going to be successful. Because as long as I'm here to be able to keep doing what I'm doing and fussing at them so they can get better, and they can keep trying to get better so they can get better. Right. Like, to me, that's like,
yeah. That
I mean, I don't got nothing else really. Like I want to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Only because I want to help a lot of people.
Right.
It ain't because I want a certain house or car, because I can, we can get that if that's what we want. We just keep working hard,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I want to be able to help a lot of kids, and a lot of kids that come from where we come from, And I want my kids, like, we used to give away bikes on Christmas. One year we had a U-Haul full of bikes. And we went to every hood where I'm from. And they was helping give out the bikes. We all had on the street capital hoodies. And like if you see the video and you see how they enjoy doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoy doing it. So it's like, I know they got that in them, but I need them to be super successful. So they can give back. Because it's hard to give and help when you ain't really got it. You know what I'm saying?
But we try to do it all the time. We try to, that's one thing about our people I feel, you know, is that a lot of the times, and I think that's why so many people expect so much from us, is because we give when we ain't even really got it. You know what I'm saying? And so when you really don't have it, they don't understand that because you always make it happen. So how can you not have it? You know what I'm saying?
I learned sometime, man, I don't know what book this was I read it in, but it was like sometimes you have to say no, not just for, because you don't got, you can have it, but you got to say no so they'll learn that no exists.
Yeah.
Because if, like with the kids and with a family member, a friend, somebody that always used to you saying yeah, when you say no, they're going to be mad. So you got to already know I can say no.
Correct.
You know, and then it gets easier every time you do it. You know what I'm saying?
And then, no.
Now they got so easy, it's like, no.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, right? Because, you know, my youngest son, he'll go ask his mama, you know, in a heartbeat. Why? Because I am Mr. No. And it ain't because, you know, I'm mean and I won't get him, because I'll get him certain stuff, but it be certain things you be like, man, you just want it because you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? No.
Exactly. Because I swear, I was 2 years old, he picture a fit. Like if he right here right now and he want to talk on the microphone, he love the microphone. And he go cry to you, but with me, when I say no, he might, you know, cut up a little bit, but he go get his mind right for it eventually, real quick.
Yeah.
But with my wife, he go do it until she give it to him, because he already know she go give it to him.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to tell him no. Sometimes I tell him no. He hate no. When you say no, he get you say no again, he get worse. He get louder and louder. Every time he hate that word no, but yeah,
sometimes you know, if you tell him no in the right situations, you know, the saying is sometimes if you teach him how to fish instead of giving it to him, you've done a better job. So I'd rather teach my kid how to fish.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Instead of go cook it and give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Take them to McDonald's. They say teach them how to fish is better than taking them to McDonald's. They can fish and eat for life. Versus going in this quick, cheap meal.
For sure. All right, well, you know, we're going to take another quick, quick little break real quick, and we'll be right back. Big O from the Pen to the Gym.
Yo, what's up? It's CEO Jed checking in. VOLOD clothing owner, man. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Big O from the Pen to the Gym. Shout out on your new show, bro. We're going to turn up, man. Look forward to the partnership. Let's keep this thing going. 20-25 hour year. Let's do it. Salute.
Save your tears, baby.
Damn risk, you crazy.
We came from poverty. Mama worked 2 jobs just so I could eat. Ain't wanna see us struggle, so I resorted to robbery. Hard time, dad don't wanna around but say he proud of me. My cousins like my brothers, if you play with them, you play with me. Took a bullet to the back, I'm never gonna forget that. Walk down, draw down, whatever, I'm with that.
From the Pen to the Gym, CEO Jed of Street Capital Records and VOLOD Fashions. We're getting ready to wrap it up, man. But you know, before we do that, I'd like to give you an opportunity, you know, to scream out your social media, your contact. They want to get in contact with you on anything. Where they need to reach you?
On Instagram, it's CEO Jed, it's CEO Jed. On Facebook, Street Capital Fam. TikTok, CEO Jed. I don't really use TikTok a lot. I'm trying to get into it because, you know, with the clothing brand, VOLOD, spelled VOLOD, clothing, on all social media platforms. It's VOLOD Clothing. Follow my Street Capital Entertainment page. It's just Street Capital ENT. Our social media, that's pretty much what
Now, who's your shout outs? Who you want to scream at today? Let them know.
Man, it's a long list of people, man, so I don't want to call no names out, and I miss some out, but I'm going to give a shout out to my wife, my ride or die, man. She always with me, through thick and thin. She with me now. We rode down with me. We had a long day today, but we made it happen, and you know what I'm saying. So.
I can dig that. Man. Well, you know, I'd like to give a couple shout outs before we wrap it all the way up. You know what I mean? Of course, I want to thank RSGN channel. I want to thank Jack and Status Network. Definitely want to thank my sons, Lil Obach, Jay Shine, Amari. I love y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate the patience y'all have with me and the support y'all give to me. Thank you, Felicia, for sitting there giving me the help when I'm out at home and I can't do nothing and I'm sick and I'm messed up and give me meals and stuff like that. I appreciate that too. To all my 5 Deuce Pueblos from 5 Deuce 8 to the 5-4, I love y'all too. And everybody else who's been supporting me and watching me, I love you guys too, man. And my word for the day, man, the truth isn't popular, but keep telling your truth. Big O from the Pen to the Gym. Till next time, I'll holla at you. Peace.